but don't get me wrong.
Welcome to another Plan With Me. Today we're going to be participating in the Black Lives Matter Challenge, and I am using a kit that I created for myself. I will have this kit available on my website for you guys to go ahead and get and download. It'll be absolutely free to download. You will, however, have to leave me a comment and tell me that I'm the best thing smoking, okay? No, I'm just playing. But no, for real, seriously, you have to make sure you leave a comment because that's how traffic and stuff, engagement matters, even on the website, okay? So if you guys could do that, that would be so awesome. And if you're interested in having it printed out for you, stay tuned for that because I'm actually about to head out of town, and so I won't be able to ship those until like next Saturday, and so I don't know how long you guys want to wait on that, but if you guys do want to order, it will be available in a glossy format because I do not have the weatherproof matte available at this moment, and because I don't really sell it like that, I don't know, I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to make these like for real kits or whatever. It was fun to make, so maybe I'll try some, try to expand it. I have a few tweaks that I want to do just to adjust some things, as you'll see, but I mean, I like the kit. I think it's cute. Okay, so let's get into the Plan With Me, and let's just talk about it. Oh, I don't think I said this challenge was started by Queen Plans, which I think that's her name, and then Katie Plans, but I'll have both of them linked down below so you guys can check out. They did a whole announcement on how they wanted to do this and bring awareness to the Black Lives Matter movement. So I want to take this a step further. As you guys can tell, I'm probably a little bit extra, but I really and truly have always been a believer that in order for things to move forward, we have to educate each other. And so I'd like to take this time to talk about Breonna Taylor and tell you guys why I'm so invested in her case. If you guys follow me on Facebook or whatever, you probably see me posting a lot about Breonna Taylor. If you follow me on Instagram, you may see me posting and stuff like that. It's because I really felt this case on a whole nother level, because you never know. This is really hard for me because when I heard her mother talk in an interview yesterday with Angela Yee and Angie Martinez, just to hear all of the things she had to go through and still wasn't able to see her daughter, it was absolute trash. And I really think it's time for us to start speaking out. We talk about a lot of the police brutality, but then we kind of put a lot of focus on the male perspective of it, because a lot of the males they have issues, but there are some women who do suffer from police brutality that have nothing to do with men. And I think it's important that we bring that to the forefront, especially in this community where there's a bunch of women. I think it's important that we keep those things in mind. And so I wanted to share with you guys the Breonna Taylor case. And this was literally a essential worker. This was someone who loved to help people, someone who loved just to be around people, do the right thing, didn't have any criminal background history or anything. I mean, she was really a person that believed in helping others, and she lived and built her life around that. And just at 26 years old, her life was ended. And not because of domestic violence, not because of her involvement with drugs or anything, all because the police made a mistake. The police did not follow through. They did not do their due diligence, and they made a huge mistake. I want to call it a mistake. I have so much. Look, okay, let me stay on course. Okay, so Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend were laying in the bed. They were, I'm guessing they were probably asleep. It was around 1 o'clock in the morning, and all they heard was someone coming through, which sounded like it was a robber, and the boyfriend grabbed his gun, which he is licensed to have, and shot off. Now, he just shooting just because someone's in the house. I want to let you know that I got a gun, okay? So if you're trying to come up in here, I'm finna shoot, okay? So he shot the gunshot, and 22 rounds went off from the police officers who came in the apartment without knocking. Somehow, some way, the detective was able to get a warrant signed, a blanket warrant type thing signed, to have them be able to come into these people's apartment without knocking without warning. So normally, if you guys have watched any police shows or whatever, you guys know they usually use that big thing, go boom, 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 to let you know that they are coming in. They give you the knock. Now, they may use that big old knock, but it's a knock so that you have a warning that somebody is coming in there. And especially in this case, come to find out, they were looking for someone who had already been arrested, who was already in custody. And the person that they were looking for was all of 10 miles away. So here we are. We now have Brianna. She was shot 8 times. 8 different bullets went through her, and she didn't survive. The boyfriend, I'm not really sure. They haven't really talked about if he was shot or not, but he ended up being arrested and charged with shooting at a cop. Okay, so they held him. He wasn't even able to go to Brianna's funeral. Okay, but what got me about this whole entire story was the no knock, but then also the fact that they really tried to play the mama, Miss Tamika. They tried to play Miss Tamika to the left. So she came over there. They had somebody at the gates, like stopping people, and they told her that her daughter was in an ambulance headed to the hospital. She goes to the hospital. The police officer that was shot by that, he was injured from the shot that the boyfriend let off. He had made it to the hospital, but Brianna never made it. Miss Tamika waited 2 hours before realizing that her daughter was not at the hospital. So she goes back. And she goes to the apartment. She's talking to people. It takes them at least from the time that she said, it's about 4 hours time that goes by that she still has not seen her daughter, has no idea what's really going on. All she has is the phone call that she got from the boyfriend, and that's it. Can you imagine being a mother in this situation? The coroner didn't even want to give her any information. It was just a bunch of bull. So now I ask you guys down below in the description box, I'm going to have lots of resources so you guys too can help bring justice for Brianna. We can call, we can get these people to pay attention. I want them to turn their phones off. I want them to be so upset that they really are like, ooh, okay, we got to do something. It's time for us to stand up. There is no reason that Brianna should be dead right now, period. Her death was senseless, and if it would have been anybody else, those cops would have been locked up. Well, if they were like regular people, because cops apparently just don't have to follow the law. And I really cannot stress this enough. It has to matter to us in every community. Black people are being targeted and not being cared for in the same manner. And I just have to think that we have a voice that we can use and that we can truly stand up for and say, you know what? This is not right. This is not okay. Breonna Taylor did not deserve to die. No one in the hands of police custody deserves to die. That is not their job. When they go through training, they are trained on how to de-escalate a situation. They are trained where to shoot people in order for them not to die. So it behooves me that police officers are so scared and so shook by the color of someone's skin that they just aim for whatever place they can shoot for. What did you go to training for? Whew. Okay, guys, I had to go calm down. Moral of the story, just make sure that we are having these conversations and we're bringing these things to light, because it could have been me. And I think that's why this case just sticks out, because you just sleeping in your bed and they were at the wrong house. The police had the wrong house. You can't even say wrong place, wrong time. Like, it's so crazy to me. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this plan with me, giving you guys information. I'll have tons of resources linked down below so that you guys can join in the movement, join in some of the organizations that are out there, donate. Even if you don't have the money to donate, you can still help create change. Sign a petition. You can call your local offices and find out information on how you can serve in your community, how you can do this or do that. There are so many different ways that you can be a voice without having to put your money in, but it's going to take you putting some time and some effort into making the change. And that goes for both the Black community and any other community. If you see that we are being mistreated, speak up and say something. That's how we create change. It's not by silencing. It has to happen by having conversations. All right, I think I've talked you guys to death, so let's go back to the plan with me, and I can tell you guys what's going on the screen. If you guys get any stickers from me here recently, you'll see the new freebie, and that is where I got that cute little bit sticker in the box, and it's an open box, so you can like sticker over your handwriting or whatever, just kind of like form it around the box. I just thought that was kind of cute and different. Same thing with the little scallop box that's like an empty box, and you highlight whatever. I don't know. I was just trying to be a little creative, y'all. I got time, so here it is. And then the 3-wick candle right there, and I gave you guys a little Viv wiggle to show you guys why I added in those gold overlays. I just thought it was something to spice it up. I like to have a little spice in there, okay? I just didn't have time, like I said, to create any overlays, and maybe I'll work on that because I got lots of foil down here that I just didn't have time to commit to. And yep, we got time now. So I'm just doing some writing in. All of the stickers on this page that you see are available in my shop, either on Etsy, which is Elaine Michelle Studio, or if you want to shop with me on my website, it's www.elainemichelle.com. And I do prefer if you guys shop over there because Etsy be taxing, okay? I try to put everything up like new wise that's over on my website first, and then I trickle over to Etsy when I have time. I'll probably try to do better with that now, just because I like the traffic to come through to my website. I had some people ask, well, how can we support you, during your season right now? And that's how you support me. Like if I put a blog post out, read the post, leave a comment, engagement on my YouTube channel, all of that stuff helps me the most. And that's what I care about. Continue sending your prayers up. I do appreciate that. And if you're looking for, ways to help support, that's how you do it. It's just by, engagement on my posts, on my blog, YouTube, wherever you see me at. Like listen to the podcast, even if you don't like listening to the podcast, like just let it play, and highlight it and record it. I mean, well, not record it, but highlight it and rate it, and leave a remark or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how y'all can help during this season. So just a reminder, if you guys are interested, I do have the freebie still up for you to donate. We were able to raise $677. I'm bumping that up to $700. I was going to, I tried to match as much as I could, you guys, but again, I'm not working right now, so I have to be kind of wise with my funds. So I am working in other ways. I will have a live video where you guys can join in and have a conversations with Asanta's daughters, so you guys can get a chance to see how her organization works. All right, so here is my spread. It is completed. She cute, okay? She real cute. Come on, drop the pen in. Ain't that cute? This thing was cute. I'm sorry, y'all. I talked y'all to death for 13 minutes straight, honey. Look at that. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hey, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hey. Okay, sorry, that was a little excessive, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Mwah. KK, bye.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control.